Howdy, this is Engine Restorations. Here's two more engines that are going to be future projects that just want to get running at this point. The first one here, the red engine, is a 1958 Briggs & Stratton Model 19. Approximately 8 horsepower, I think. 8 or 9 horsepower. And this other one is a 1950 Model 14 R6 Briggs & Stratton. There's a 6-to-1 reduction housing on the back for a cement mixer or some kind of a pump or something along those lines. Neither of these engines are seized, they both turn over. This one had a stuck exhaust valve, I freed that up. I just stuck the head back on it for now, so if I do try to get it running, I can see if it will run. They both have the United air cleaners, oil baths, both have the large flow jet, the 3-bolt top flow jet. This one's missing a gas tank, but that's no big deal. I have a gas tank off from a later Model 19, I think, 1972. It'll work the same. It's just for a... This engine's not going to be used for really much display. It'll just displays all it's really going to be. This one here I'm going to focus on first because it's the better condition engine out of the two. And I'm going to try to get spark out of it. And this one, the man I bought it from said it ran last year. They had it on a Montgomery Ward garden tractor and the transmission blew up. Has a 3-step pulley on it. They put a brand new muffler on it, and that's worth about what I paid for each engine. Paid one lump sum for the two, and he has one more he said I can have if he can find it. So the same series of engine but smaller. So I think it's a Model 8 or 9 engine, the same vintage. So these ones have the external points, the mag under the flywheel. The kill buttons on the point covers. Points under here, which I like better than under the flywheel in the later engines, or some of the earlier engines. This one had good points. I'm just going to file them, see if I can get any spark out of it. The carb should be in good shape. I'm not sure. I think I'll rebuild it anyways. I might just put a little swig of gas down it and see what happens. Yeah, the air cleaner just needs oil, and it will be ready to go. I think the crankcase needs oil too. I didn't really check that. He may have drained it before I came to pick it up, so I hauled it in the car. Yeah, the air cleaner's empty. Still has all the moss in it. When I get this engine restored, it's going to be back to the black paint, like all the Briggs & Stratton engines they sold. Since I don't have a Montgomery Ward garden tractor, I'm not going to paint it red again. I do have a 1951 Midland tractor that I was planning on restoring that I'm going to put this engine on. It's a 1951 Midland Dandy Boy Clipper snowblower. And this engine, if somebody sits in and looks at the serial number, they'll know it's a few years later than it's supposed to have, because that tractor is supposed to have anywhere from a Model N up through a 23D or a 23. So this engine will work perfect on it for what I'm going to do. It has the correct step pulley, the 2 different speeds on the transmission. You just change the belt end for the snowblower. So I'm going to see if I can get this engine running. It shouldn't be all that hard. I've worked on some worse ones that got running that were seized and different things. So I'll wrap my rope around it and I'll just pull the field compression as it is, just to see how it feels. I have my rope here somewhere. It was either on the 63 original, or I put it back with the WMB, and that's not with the WMB. No, it's not with this tractor, because I always use it on this tractor. It's too long of a rope there. Oh, I had it here somewhere. This just shows I have to clean the garage out. You can't even find your starting rope. Oh, there's my Briggs and Stratton manual. I have to dig that out to use it. That should help a little bit. I guess I'll just have to use this long rope. I can't find the other one, which I don't know what I did with it. I'll find it here when I'm not looking for it, I know it. That's how it usually happens around here. There it is. I see it. My good rope. It's a Tecumseh rope. That's what all the Tecumseh engines are good for, in my opinion, is giving up stuff to help other engines. Feels like decent compression. Good enough for what I need. So now we're going to go on spark. I've got a new plug inside here, or I'm not going to say new, it's a newer plug I'll put in it. It's a right size plug, 19 LM, instead of a CJ8 weed whacker plug. The other one has a weed whacker plug in it too. I don't know why people put weed whacker plugs in these big engines. Must be because they're cheaper. Never figured that out. Oh well. Good fun of weed whackers I sell. Okay. So now on to points. The fun part. Unless something's wrong with the mag, because I was directed to a thing where the mags on these sometimes have problems. It just feels like a luxury. It feels like I'm working on a Kohler, having the external points like this. That's part of the reason why I like all my old Cub Cadets here with the Kohler engines. The ignition systems are all external on those. And the copper contactor is in good shape. Not even burned, looks like it was hardly ever used. And points, yeah, I've got a piece of emery paper inside to use for that. Gotta hook up a throttle cable before I do anything so I don't blow it up when I get it running. I don't have a throttle cable on it. The guy didn't have one, I guess. Thought it had the remnants of one, but it doesn't. This engine, I didn't realize these old ones had a steel sheathed coil wire, or spark wire that goes down to the points. That's kind of nice. Doesn't chafe as bad. Looks like it's a brand new looks like a brand new condenser and brand new points at some point. So I think it should just need a. Well, I'll probably pulling it over and see if it has spark. I couldn't get spark without the plug. It might just be because of the plug that was on it. Macro is off, yeah. okay. Let's see if we can get spark out of it. No spark, so gonna need points filed. That's not too big of a problem. I'll get a piece of sandpaper here. I got a good piece of sandpaper. I'll have to get a new one. When I do filing points on engines, I use 320 grit. Just what I've always used, or either this or a regular emery cloth. The emery roll or whatever you call it, the long narrow strip. I had a few pieces here I'd used, and extra pieces, I can't find them now. Well, this mess here doesn't help very much.
Bedbugs? Where the heck do those come from? Jeez. God, nothing like getting your mattress, lifting your mattress, and like eat all the skin that falls off you in the middle of the night.
Get the filing.
How do you fix that? Alright, ZZ Top and the Cars just before that when it let the good times roll. Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here, Van Halen, and Beautiful Girls, AC/DC for those about to rock. Started off the set. When we come back, it's Kansas, got Heart, and Styx on the way, and a Styx show in Bangor this fall. We'll tell you more about that. Going commercial free again, too, at 3:30 this afternoon. 4 hours without commercials and all the rock you love. It's the Blimp WBLM, this portion of the Afternoon Express, brought to you by the Pier in Old Orchard Beach. It's Saturday night.
Now, I know some people tell me this isn't the right kind of sandpaper for this, but that's what I've used, and it always works good for what I do.
Comedy show of the summer on the Pier, starting at 5:30 p.m. And there's no cover for this event. Go to oovpier.com for more info. It's WBLM's 50/50 Friday, and this week it's Venue Beach in Bowsville in Portland. Venue is proud to
It might be the condenser bad, you never know.
The old Raoul's location on Forest Ave in Portland. Enjoy a newly renovated dining room and bar. Full venue with fantastic food and drinks, indoor and outdoor dining, and great
Anchor
happy hour
up and see what
specials.
happens.
Venue is the best choice in destination dining.
There, that was it. It's got spark now. That was all it needed.
For just $25.
That's all it needed for spark.
Burns Irish Pub is the only place where they celebrate St. Patrick's Day every 17th day of the month with bagpipers. You'll find great food made from family recipes and a traditional Irish breakfast Saturday and Sunday morning.
Got that tight.
Burns Irish Pub is open for lunch and dinner every day of the week.
We'll go get some gas. I'll do that in a second video. Got the suspense build. Should put that cover back on, so when I start it, if it does start, I can at least shut it off. This will be a fun restoration project. This is one of the few engines that I'm going to restore, because I have my 1951 WMB and 1935 Model A. Those are going to stay in original condition, as found. The Model A has left the factory in 1935 from a motor mower, even with the original throttle cable. That one's going to get a start up on video for this channel. And my 1951 WMB is staying original. It's a CS 500 line from the washing machine. And that one is in great original condition. All the decals are readable. Only problem was it doesn't have a check ball in the check valve. I'm going to find one of them at some point. So I will cut this off here and talk to you all in the next video.